So something a lot of players don't take into consideration when playing on the CT side is playing with a mana advantage. And while it's definitely great to have a mana advantage on both sides, it's a little bit more impactful on the CT side, one, due to having a more expensive economy, being your diffuse kit, your more expensive M4 being $3,100 as opposed to the Terrorist $2,700 AK, and if you buy incendiaries, of course, that's going to be a little bit more expensive than a Molotov. And dying, you're going to either have to get dropped by your teammate, or you're going to have to full buy yourself, which again is very impactful on your economy every time you happen to die. In addition to having a more expensive economy though, let's say I go for a quick pick here, and then I re-peek to try to get another pick, and I get instantly traded out. What that's going to do is force a second player playing on the B site here to, one, either use this utility to try and stay alive while someone else rotates, or two, just put way more stress on this player to try and hold off for pushing terrorists as one person until help arrives. And as we all know, it's definitely pretty friggin' hard to try and hold off 4 terrorists as one person. So even if this player is able to hold off 1 or 2 more pushing terrorists and he stays alive, it's still going to spread your forces thin across the rest of the map, as it's going to force a rotate from the A site or from mid. And if this player in mid is the one that rotates, let's say he's holding here, and you say, oh, I just died on the B site, he's going to rotate, and that's going to leave open mid. And mid is very powerful on pretty much every single map that has a mid. Because one, now the terrorists can take mid control, they can come from underpass, go to A, they can go on to catwalk to B, or do a split on both sites. And now that mid is open, what that's going to force this player to do, and his counterpart on the B site, this player is going to have to watch Palace and Connector, as well as the guy on the B site having to watch Catwalk as well as Apartments. So spreading your forces thin on a map when you had a man advantage but got traded out is definitely something that can hinder your team's performance and ultimately cost you the round. Because if this guy is watching Connector and Palace, and let's say he turns around at the wrong time and he's trying to peek Palace, and the terrorists come up behind him and take him down, that's going to leave one person here on the A side to try and hold off anyone pushing from anywhere. There's 3 places that they can come from, 4 places really if you count window, if they boost into window. So if you had instead gotten the quick pick, let's grab my op here, you gotten the quick pick like so, thrown a smoke or a flash, you know, you just get the quick pick after really bad smoke, fall back, throw a grenade of any sort, change your position, and hold from here in case any terrorists push out. You're going to be giving your team a lot better shot at winning the round, because again, that man advantage is a lot more impactful on the CT side. Because let's say it's even 4 versus 4, that's pretty much always going to be an advantage towards the terrorists, because again, it's a lot harder to hold off 4 terrorists as one person than it is with 2 people, because you can kind of set up a crossfire and use each other, kind of bait each other to get those trade kills. But hopefully this video kind of made sense and helped you guys, and as always, thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.